Hi, I'm an animal control officer for the Save Texas, and we have calls to run, so let's go. If you've never seen my channel before, this is your low-budget version of Animal Cops I used to watch as a kid, except for I'm by myself on a one-woman show, and I'm slightly funnier. So we already had our morning brief. Now we're heading to IT because my radio's out of range, and the rookie is driving today. I'm too exhausted to drive. So we're going to go to IT, and then we're going to see what's holding after that. We are on our way to IT, and I hate this elevator. It's the creepiest elevator ever. So I'm just waiting for the elevator because it's a pretty high up building. Anyway, okay, so we just left IT. We're going to the hospital, which is right across the street. And we have a bite victim that was scratched by another cat, so we're going to go do that. Okay, so we just got done with that exposure call. She got attacked by a feral cat while she was trying to bring her cat inside. So we're going to have to go over there and set a trap for that as well. So now we'll have 2 feral cat traps out for bites or scratches. And she got her face messed up and I think both of her arms, right? Yeah, so we'll do that. We're going to come back to that a little bit later on when she's home. Now we're going to a really weird call, and I'll tell you what it is. So we had a lady call in last night saying that someone was hurting a cat, like a stray cat outside, and that they were, I think, being like really abusive towards it. And she didn't know where it was coming from. And then she later calls in saying it's from like in a different apartment. Now she just called back again, and she's saying she thinks it's her cat. So we're going to go over there and we're going to go check it out. It's very confusing, but we're going to get it sorted. Okay, so right now we're kind of sitting in the parking lot. We just wrapped up that call. It was strange for sure. So this is what we found out. Essentially, this lady called in saying the neighbors downstairs had abducted her cat and was hurting it or torturing it. I'm like, hey, do you have a picture of your cat? She showed me and Young a post of a cat from like an internet site from August, and then she showed us a different cat from May of 2023, and those were the only 2 photos that she had of her cat. I'm not saying I don't believe her. Some people don't take pictures of cats, but it was definitely strange. I mean, how many of you go through your camera roll and it's nothing but pictures of your animals, right? At least one recently. And then we talked to management. She doesn't have a cat, and the people that complained about the cat, because she also got that same complaint, they don't have that cat. And then we found her grandfather, and he said she's never owned a cat. And this lady, to be nice, not all the lines are connecting. You know what I'm saying? There's something definitely different about this person, where we don't know if it's mental illness or maybe something else. So right now, this is a closed case. We still made leaving contact for the people she's complaining about just to do our due diligence, but right now it's pretty much closed. So let's see what else we get. So dispatch contacted us through email saying that someone was contacted by an ACO stating that we had his dogs, and that they were requesting a deposit for the dog. Well, that's not how we do things. We would never ask for a deposit over the phone. And then also too that he asked, can I see my dog? And the guy said, no, you can't see your dog. This was a scam. We never asked for people for money at all. And then if we even do pick up the animal, the only people that handle any kind of transactions is through the shelter. And that clearly didn't happen. So his dog was missing. He was almost taken advantage of through that system. So really, really unfortunate. Look, there's another one. Shine it over here. There was a bunch of them over here. There's another one over here. Can't believe I left my flashlight in my unit. You see it? Mm-hmm. It smells terrible in here. Yeah, okay. Oh, man. Cat bags of food. Yeah. That's a pretty one. Let's try knocking on the door now. I swear I heard somebody. And this whole thing right here is cat pet or poop.
Yep.
Girl, you were living next to this whole time and you never called.
Did you see all this? Did you see that?
Yeah, that's... Okay, so what was originally a routine call, this lady was calling in that her neighbor's dog was getting out. She wants to show us a video, so we go inside the house to look at the video, and her cat, or her whole house smells like urine, like a hoarder. And that yard that I just showed you is coming from that house because it's a condo, so we got to figure out who those people are. Okay, so we're taking off right now. Princess's owners have been sighted, so that was the initial reason why we're here. So we took care of that. Now we're trying to figure out who this cat hoarder is. I got some information, but we need confirmation first. It's real bad out here. This complaint is poor health. I'm concerned for. So we're gonna handle that. Now we're going to a call that I've been to before. It's called and isn't aggressive again. So we're gonna go down there. It's those puppies I always feed. Every time I'm down there, we're gonna go make contact with that. The guy, whenever I spoke to him last time, was extremely verbally aggressive. This will be pretty good training for the rookies. So probably nothing he's never seen before, being PD before, but we'll go take a look. Hi. They're a little bit less skinny. Hi. The German Shepherd's over there. What happened with that?
We just finished having lunch. We need to check our exposure trap, and then we need to reset the exposure trap, and then so.
Alright, just checked our exposure, and it was tampered with. So we'll have to reset it. So right now, we just got done leaving a door tag for our victim. We think she's the one that tampered with the trap. She has, we told her to pick up all the signs of harboring, and she did. She just moved it to a different part of our property where she didn't think we would see. So we have to address that now. And then her neighbor across the way is also harboring stray cats. So now we have to also address this issue as well. If we just catch the one cat, then we'd be out of here. But now it's being made increasingly more difficult. So if you remember yesterday, she had all those bowls right here in these makeshift beds. Walk this way, move those bowls, and more makeshift beds over here. And there's more on the back side and more on the other side. Alright, so now we got our second exposure trap set up right next to this drawer right here. This will stay shady most of the day. So we're going to go ahead and get this taken care of and hopefully pick up the cat here soon. Look what Officer Axon gave me. Okay, so all my reports are done. My truck is clean and sanitized except for my new chicken. Also yesterday with my chickens, we found all of my chickens except for 2. As well as the door appeared to be ripped off the frame. So I'm not sure what that's about. We fixed it. And then also 5 of our quail died. So now we have 1 quail left. And I'm pretty sad about that. Anyway, so pretty much everything else is done. This chicken that we have is going to go into quarantine. We definitely need a new name for it. I'm thinking about Survivor because it needs to survive. Okay, I'm kidding. That's probably not going to be the name. Anyway, the rookie did fantastic today. This dude is on his A game. It is such a benefit having a former police officer as an ACO. He's teaching me things that I didn't think about or I didn't think to look at. So I'm also learning from this experience, which I'm really happy about. And he's funny. And he doesn't even cuss. So that's cool. Anyways, if I don't talk to you sooner, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'm so sorry that all these videos have been so chaotic lately.